All right, guys, what's up? One of my employees wanted a smoker. I looked into it to smoke cocktails. So they're about 500 bucks for a good one. We already have the actual smoker itself, so I figure I'm just gonna make the contraption that it's in. So my plan is, I bought this online. I can leave the links in the description if anybody's interested, but I would measure what size your glassware is. We have really tall wine glasses that they're going in, so I measured this and got as close as I could to being able to fit 2 cocktails in here at the same time. So the game plan is I just took some scrap sanded ply I had left over from making tables. I put the glass down on it like that, and I wanted to trim it out so it wouldn't take up too much room on the bar. Again, for all your little YouTube guys out there, I'm a restaurant owner, I'm not a contractor. I've done plenty of contracting work, but so I don't want to hear any comments. But so you'll see I made the circle, and then I just trimmed both sides so it wouldn't take up too much room on the bar. The plan of attack here, you want to go on the boat? Soon enough, buddy. The plan of attack here is I'm going to make 3 of these now that I have one template, all with the same piece of scrap sanded ply. And the reason why is I want them to be thick enough. So I'll come in with the hose. I'm going to drill a 1/2-inch drill bit through the side. Again, they'll be 3 high. I'll come in through the hose. I'll kind of angle the hose line up, or the hole up, so the hose fits through. It's not an 8 or a 90-degree angle. That way the smoke goes through. I'm going to take a 3/8-inch plate and rod. They use them for pipe supports. You want to go in the car? We'll do that next too. So boat, car, I'm checking it all off. I got it. It's in my head. We'll go on the boat. We'll put the plate in, we'll screw the rod in, and then I'm just going to feed this tube line up the rod, and I'll probably end up painting the tube black just so it looks nicer. I'm going to come out with a T, and then what I'll do is I'll feed 2 hoses off either side, so that way you can put a glass on either side, and there will be hose going to both sides. So that's the game plan. So guys, once you have your template, you don't have to trim both sides. You can just go far one side as long as your lines are straight. And what I'll do is once I have 3 pieces here, I'm gonna put them together and I'll probably sand them so they're even. They're gonna be a little off just because this marker is kind of wide, so my cut lines might be a little off. And then I'll trim the sides with just some trim pieces of wood. What I'll end up doing is I'm going to take a router, I'm going to route this out so that the glass sits there nicely. When these guys are busy, what's going to happen is they might get bumped into or whatever, so it's like kind of like a last line of defense. Little pointer too is I bought 2 of those. I didn't tell my staff, but I bought 2, so hopefully they'll take care of that one. But if they do break one, we're not going to be out of smoker that long because I do have another piece of glass on standby. Alright guys, I can't lie to my kid, but it's good timing because I'm going to be done here anyways. Clamp these down, let them sit for a couple days. Alright guys, day 2 here. I brought a couple wine glasses home just to kind of see how much room I add. What I think I'm going to do is, you'll see here, this side's a little thinner, this side's a little bit longer, so I'm going to mark where I want my rod and see where I want to come in with the hose. Keep in mind too guys, I'm just going to put this here and I'm going to attach the hose to this. I'll probably paint this black, but if you really want to get nice, if I made a second one, I don't really have the time right now, but I would probably just use copper pipe and just slightly bend a little elbow and then come up. Probably look nicer and you wouldn't have all this extra crap in here, but Alright guys, just an update. I just flipped this over because I don't care what the bottom's going to look like. I'll probably just use extra stain and just cover it just for a coating. So I flipped it over, painted my rod black, as you can see there. I'm going to work on the trim. I'm going to save you the time, but you know, just simple 101 stuff. 45 degree. I'll trim it out, and then I'm going to stain it and start putting it together. Again, I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm just going to keep putting on a couple coats until it gets to the color that I want. You can tell already that this isn't going to be dark enough. Again, from my other videos, you'll see some of the tables I've done. It gets pretty dark, so I'll probably do 3 or 4 coats of this. And all right, guys, we're going to run the hose today. This zip tie is just here temporarily, so I can kind of get a feel of where I want these hoses. Like I said, guys, if you want to, you can heat this up a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do, because the smaller ones are a little bit harder to get over the edges. So this is the general idea, guys. Once we get it set up, I'll cut the remainder of this off where we want our smoker, but we'll hook the smoker right up to the end, right up into the tubes. It's gonna look pretty cool once it's operating for sure. Oh.